Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever or wherever you are listening, welcome to episode 205 of the Dad Bod Golf Pod, proudly a member of the Believe Podcast Network. Joining me tonight, the OG, the creator, the guy who stays up late to post the episodes and wakes up early to listen to them, Kyle Rush in the house. Kyle, it's Nate and Kyle, just like old times, but not the oldest times, just some old times. What's going on?
Yes, it's Wednesday. We're sad Ben couldn't be here. He's helping record like a city council meeting or something,
Which is some pretty hardcore dad stuff. So we got to give him that.
Amazing. They're talking about water meters and all that kind of stuff. Just
crazy. We're actually going to start doing a contract on trash outside the city. We're bringing in an outside contractor for sewage and gas.
We're going to do a half a penny tax increase to help fund the city beautification.
Miss Story's Dairy Bar. I mean, that's where we've got to put in our tax dollars. Miss Story's Dairy Bar been there for 20 years.
It's the nostalgia of it.
We're bailing out Miss Story's Dairy Bar.
Exactly. Big bailout of Miss Story's Dairy Bar. I love it.
Speaking of bailouts.
Speaking of bailouts, hopefully you don't have to get bailed out when you just jam up and win a ton of money on Bet Online. After you get that 50% welcome bonus, use coupon code BLEAV, BLEAV, sign up, put your 100 in, get your 50 back, start banging, slapping the live bet golf button, slapping the MLB button, the online craps, the blackjack, all of it at Bet Online, the #1 sports betting website that's ever been made. Check them out where the game starts. Let's go, Nate. You want to lead it off? You want me to lead it off? How you want to do this?
I'm going to do an unboxing real quick. I just got something in the mail.
An unbagging.
An unbagging. And I as some of you may know, I have a child who is on its way, still cooking.
Yes.
Still marinating.
Getting closer every day.
Her mother's womb. But I got a little something for my child that I am unboxing right now. And she will be ready come April.
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
I love it.
Yes, we can. And Dave's big Cam Smith girl already. Let's see. And we got the baby blue and we've got the pink. Let's go. Get it going. And Dave's going to be dressed up and ready for Augusta come April.
That is sick.
Countdown's
ready
on.
For the weekend. The countdown is on. We're inching closer to our rejection letters. I think it comes up any day now. Where you basically everybody finds out they didn't win the lottery. So yeah, that's always exciting. But there's some very exciting stuff that is starting to come out. LIV Tour stuff is starting to heat up again. They are leaking this stuff. They're dripping it out little bit by bit by bit. The Trump Bedminster course in New Jersey, that event is next weekend. And they put out a tweet that the field was set. Did you see the tweet, Nate?
Yeah, big field, really nice graphic.
Yeah, great field. But they left, if you go to LIV Golf INV, at LIV Golf INV, they have this is the field for the next event. And then there's 3 that are whited out. So that says TBA or TBD.
It's TBA, yeah.
So there's 3 mystery players. We think we might know who one of them already is, but it's just this thing they're doing where they're portraying this quote unquote momentum building of these new people coming over. Who do we think it is? Who do you think the mystery players are? To go play in New Jersey in 2 weeks. Nate, we kind of feel like one of them is probably Henrik Stenson, right?
Right.
Yeah, one of them is definitely Henrik Stenson. Who are the other 2? I've seen a ton of names floated out. Who do you think the other 2 are?
So Cam Smith, as we have mentioned, gave the dodgiest answer of all time.
Yes.
I mean, if you're not going to go, then after you've won the British Open and they ask you, you'd be like, no, dude, I'm not going. It's so easy to deny if you truly are not going. But like if JT wins and they say, hey, you're going to LIV, you'd be like, no. Rory, no. Rahm, no.
Yeah.
these guys who give these dodgy answers, within usually a week or two, they end up in this field. So got to think that Cam Smith is definitely giving us some consideration. A lot of fishing lures that you can buy with some LIV money. And then the third, what are some of the other names that have been thrown out? I can't believe Ricky hasn't jumped on that
Still hasn't
boat.
jumped in.
Charlie Hoffman, I can't believe hasn't jumped on that boat.
I've seen Mark Leishman's name thrown out there. So if you go Cam Smith and Mark Leishman, there can be an all Australian team with Wade Ormsby and Travis Smith. I've seen Hideki Matsuyama's name, and one of the pictures kind of looks like it could be him, like the little outline, the one in the middle. If you look at the one in the middle, because he's got a jacked up collar, and he always has a jacked up collar, and like he looks like he has an old dad hat on. And then the one on the far right looks like Mark Leishman, like it could be
a little thick.
It looks like a little,
not a lot of curves going on in that chin.
Yeah. But this one on the left is not. Maybe those aren't the silhouettes of the people. I could be overplaying that, but so possibilities. Obviously, we think Henrik Stenson is going to be one. Cam Smith, Hideki Matsuyama, Mark Leishman, Bubba Watson's the one that they've thrown out that could be jumping next. It's exciting.
Is Jediah Morgan from Australia? Is he that dude on Instagram who always like from 120 he throws it 50 yards out and rope hooks everything in? Have you seen that guy?
I have not seen that.
And maybe it just looks like him, but there's this guy on Instagram and he's like,
does
all these like, cool Instagram videos where instead of hitting just a straightforward.
There's actually way more Australian guys than I thought. There's already 5 on the LIV Tour roster. So there's they're just gonna hopefully add to the
A team and B team,
Yeah, add to the Aussie connection.
Anything else we can? I mean, any other rumors? Any other guesses there? Who would be a good one?
Ricky is still the most baffling to me. As far as like, I could see Cam Smith staying,
Yeah.
But Ricky's future in the PGA Tour looks bleak at best, and there is a ton of money to be made. That's the one that I will. That has me flabbergasted, quite frankly.
Oh yeah, flabbergasted too. Great word.
Just absolutely flabbergasted.
Piggybacking off Cam Smith, how great is the picture of him trying to put the Claret Jug in the freaking overhead compartment on a plane? Like, is that not just epitomizes Cam Smith? I feel like A, that he's not flying like a private plane back, and then B, he's just trying to jam the Claret Jug into an overhead compartment.
Pushing the compartment.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
And if you're any decent dad, should be like, "What do you got in there, buddy? A trumpet?"
Yeah.
Any decent dad on that flight.
There's
so there, big guy.
Yeah, so many good dad jokes that were probably could have been had on that situation. Cam also answered the age-old question that we've all been wondering: how many beers fit in the Claret Jug? He actually nailed it on his guess, which I thought, this guy's definitely a beer drinker. If he can just eyeball a container and tell you how many beers it goes in. Also, I want to know, is it a Foster's? Because those are bigger than
that's a tall boy, man.
So those are typically bigger, but maybe it's just a regular
sturdy beer.
Maybe it's just a regular 12-ounce. But I threw it out on Twitter, over and under 2.5, which I thought was a great line, because it's you either go over, it's either 2 or over, you win. And he said it was almost 2 exactly. So if you slap the under button, you won. You probably had that. Those odds probably were on Bet Online. If I had to guess, if I had to wager, no pun intended.
It's tough for me because I was raised on the always bet the over. That's my generation is always bet the over.
Yeah, points, baby.
Yeah, but did he pour them too fast? I don't think that Cam Smith would pour the beers too fast, but maybe you're excited the night after the Open. Maybe you pour them too fast, and a lot of that's foam spillage. I think I would like to kind of get that in the lab and really get down to business.
Yeah, let's go win one, and we can figure it out our own. I just think the Claret Jug, the actual jug part, is not as much as you think it is. I think a lot of it is that big old base, because this thing's been around forever. They got to put all those names on it. You know what I mean? So you got a whole lot of You know what I mean? You see where I'm going with this? You got a whole lot of, what, not a lot of, what. You got a whole lot of base, not a lot of, not a lot of length.
Shower, not a grower.
Exactly. Yeah. So just, I'm starting to jump on this Cam Smith train. I like I said, I rough talked him. He won, and I think I'm in now. I think I'm on board with you.
He's pretty hard to dislike. Like he doesn't carry himself like if you hate like a good douchebag, like if you hate the Brooks Koepkas of the world,
yeah,
he's not that. If you hate the Roys of the world who really should just shut the hell up, he's not that.
no.
Now if you like clean cut, then that's fine. Go follow Matt Kuchar around the golf course and have yourself a time. But Cam Smith
want somebody that's just like, hey, I'm about to go out. I'm not going to do this. I'm not playing the decade system. No, I'm literally going out and I'm trying to birdie every hole that I play. I'm a sensational putter. And I'm probably going to make, I'm going to make a pile of birdies all weekend. I may make some bogeys, but I am not going to go out and just dick around and play middle of the fairway, middle of the green, and then, be patient, pick my spots where I'm going to go after it. I mean, he's literally firing to every pin. He's that confident. I mean, no better example than his win at Sawgrass when he literally misses. I think it still was a little bit of a miss, but you stick it to the right of the pin on Sunday on 17.
Yeah.
I mean, dude's just nails. I'm
Poured
starting
that
to
in.
poured it in. I'm starting to like him a lot. You know what else I like a lot, Ben? I mean, Nate, sorry. Ooh. Sorry. Normally Ben talks the most, so I'm like, when I do a segue, I'm cutting in on him. I'm sorry. Just kidding,
You
Ben.
just diss me by calling me Ben, and then you diss Ben.
Yep, just double whammy because y'all been pooping on me all day. So talking about my possibility of breaking 80 at St. Andrews. So you know what else I like, Nate? Blue Tees rangefinders.
Congratulations.
Use coupon code DADBOD, take 10% off already incredible savings. Literally every feature that you can imagine. This guy came up to me this weekend. He's like, man, you got to stop talking about them Blue Tees. I done got one. I'm trying not to go buy the Bluetooth speakers. I love it. I got it. I love it. Everything y'all talk about, I buy. So
I tell you what, Morgan Wallen sound good coming through them speakers.
Yeah, guy, it's awesome. It's awesome. So, and the good thing is, like I said, you don't have to spend $600-700 on it. You spend $350, take 10% off. You get all the features that you get from a regular high price rangefinder, toggle on and off slope, the magnet, the buzz lock on, the scan mode, all of it. Beautiful carrying case, good colors, sleek. They look good. They don't look cheap. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole package. So Blue Tees rangefinders, check them out where lasers start. So in the least surprising thing ever, Donald Trump sounds off on the next event, which just happens
Dirty Don.
Dirty Don sounds off about the next event at Trump Bedminster. And it's really hard because he's not allowed to post on literally anything. So you kind of gotta, I think he was on like, I don't even know. It's like some different
Boost
kind
media.
of some different kind of boost me or whatever. Some
right wing platform.
Some crazy right wing platform, some ancillary social media platform. And to make it to the gist of what he said was, hey, hey guys, you need to join the LIV Tour now because a merger is inevitable. In other words, the PGA Tour and the LIV Tour are going to come together eventually. There's no way around it. So go now, take the money now while you have leverage because you're about to lose it all soon. Which is, that's a typical Donald Trump comment. They're rolling, like I said, get rolling into his course. Is there anything to take away from that? Do you think it's just him being him, just blowing, hot air, pumping things up, hyperbole? Or do you think he's got a little bit behind the scenes? Do you think he's forecast? Like what do you take away from that comment? Because I thought it was pretty interesting.
Let me just say this about Donald Trump without wading too deep into the topic that is not designed for this podcast. The man knows about money. he's a money man. Say what you want to about, you know, his policies outside of that, but he's a money man. And if Donald Trump is outwardly calling you out on financially based advice, you know, take everything else out of the equation. Just take the businessman Donald Trump. Donald Trump says, "Hey, Nate, buy this stock." I'm buying it. I'm taking Dirty Don's financial advice. You know, as far as relationship advice, as far as, you know, foreign policy advice, you know, that's another discussion for another day. Money advice, I'm slapping the Dirty Don button.
There you go. So do you think he loses any credibility whatsoever, considering they're about to play on his course that he tends to benefit from if there are more stars?
Does he benefit? Like, does he benefit the current field versus, I think he wants to be involved with the LIV Tour.
Well, he's petty. Donald Trump's kind of a petty guy. I don't know if you know that, but so him pumping up his own course.
Wait, what makes you say that?
I mean, he definitely, I mean, we've got 4 years of experience.
You want to call him a sore loser?
Exactly. So he's a little bit petty, but is he trying to pump it up so he can shoot back at the PGA because this is where the PGA Championship was supposed to be this year, was at this course, but it moved to Southern Hills. You know, it's less about money, more about taking a shot back at the PGA for, I mean, no matter what side you're on, what party you fought for, that was such a disingenuous move by the PGA Tour to take it away.
That's the PGA of America, right? Different entity.
Yeah, PGA of America, whatever. Regardless, it's a disingenuous move. Is a shot back at them. They're in cahoots. Like
they're sort of, you know, they're definitely tied into each other. Do you think there's any bit of that, or is it just being genuine? Is he like, hey guys, look, you're about to lose your chance at this at cashing in big. You better hurry and do it because it's about to be a merger. Do you think there's about to be a merger?
So I think that the LIV Tour is real. We figured out that this is no longer this arbitrary thing where we don't know if the money's real. I mean, these guys are cashing checks. We've seen the videos of them on a private jets that looks like it's the size of a hotel. Donald Trump is a combination of one of the most influential, for better or for worse, powerful, most influential, richest people on the planet, and especially in the U.S. And now he's tied with the LIV Tour. I think he's got a little bit of credibility here. I mean, he's not a newcomer to the business of golf. He's got, you know, several courses. He's not a newcomer to the business of politics and power. So I guess like sometimes Donald Trump says something and you're like, okay, well, there's a lot for him to gain if this is true. But I like it. I like where you're going with this. If I'm Ricky Fowler, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to ante up with Dirty Don and go ahead and get this money because I don't want to be left hanging out to dry.
Do you think that hurts? Do you think it possibly could hurt guys jumping to say, you know, with the way cancel culture is and things like that? Oh, look, he's going to play on Donald Trump's course. Do you think that makes people possibly hesitate a little bit that maybe would go?
I think the already huge stream of negativity about the LIV Tour based on where the money's coming from probably still outweighs, because you have to think that there's still in 2020, 47, I don't know how many people, I'm not even trying to quote these numbers, a shit ton of people voted for Donald Trump, right?
Yeah.
So in America, there is still millions and millions and millions of people who worship in the house of Donnie.
Sure.
So I'd say he's still got a better reputation than got people who throw, you know, gays off of buildings.
That's a good point.
He kind of looks like a poster child.
That's a good point. You can't really.
And maybe he lends him that face, a powerful financial figure in the U.S. that doesn't have the reputation that the Saudi guys have.
That's a good point.
I'm curious to see the way this thing plays out, the way they drip it out. Does it happen this week? Surely it's got to happen within, like, maybe when you're listening to this podcast, like it's got to start rolling out, because you would think they're going to be there at the early part of next week for practice rounds, all the different all the whatchamacallit, the pro-ams that they have to do and all that, all the appearances and marketing that I'm sure they're obligated to do. We got 3 names coming. I mean, they got to be coming soon. We got 3 names popping here soon. I cannot wait. Really, I think it's only going to be 2. I think the one of them's definitely Henrik Stenson, because I think he's already been stripped of his Ryder Cup captain.
Yeah.
Or either it's
That's
been
all,
rumored, but I think it's pretty much official. He's not going to be the Ryder Cup captain moving forward. A take that I've seen, this is a take that I've not seen discussed. We haven't discussed, but I think it could be one of the worst ones I've seen. But you know, if we're being honest, the guys are going from, I mean, they're taking the money and that's fine. Hunter Mahan was on the Subpar podcast and he talked a lot about it. He's like, if someone says this puts my family in just unbelievable situation, like who am I to tell them they're wrong? Like I don't think either side's wrong, which I agree too. But one of the takes I've seen is, you know, they talk about the money, but they also talk about growing the game. And the rebuttal take is you're taking all the players out of the Ryder Cup from the European Tour, which how is that growing the game? To which I want to respond to literally everybody that's saying that is like, that doesn't have to, the LIV Tour and people coming out of the Ryder Cup does not have to be
mutually exclusive.
I mean, they're not mutually exclusive. Like if you join the LIV Tour, you don't necessarily have to be taken out of the Ryder Cup, but the PGA Tour and the DP Tour are taking a hard line right here, and they're the ones that are removing you from contention for the Ryder Cup. So no, the LIV Tour is not preventing anyone from playing the Ryder Cup. The PGA Tour and the DP World Tour are taking they're the ones that are hurting that matchup right there. The Ryder Cup, that is 100% PGA Tour, DP Tour trying to flex, and it's going to really, really, really hurt the European team. Like it's going to destroy the European team, which is already was hurting for talent moving forward. So,
but are you going to see a animosity among teammates at the Ryder Cup? Because Ryder Cup is so unique. We have basically no team events in golf whatsoever. The Olympics every 4 years, still very new.
It's not even a team though. It's individual. I mean,
well, the countries are technically teams.
Yeah.
But then you've got the Ryder Cup, and all of a sudden, Bryson DeChambeau and Daniel Berger are just bros. They are just tight. Like they are. Boo Weekley's like, hey, we're just gonna go down the hall and just fight these European bitches. And
he's playing the Korn Ferry Tour event this week, by the way. Boo Weekley playing in the Korn Ferry Tour event. I digress.
So is this going to, because they worried about like Brooks and Bryson, the tension that they had going to the Ryder Cup, and they were pretty cordial. But what if you have like half your Ryder Cup team, DJ Ryder Cup guy? We've got the President's Cup coming up in September. Cam Smith if he goes to the LIV Tour, Cam Smith is the numero uno
of
the President's Cup team,
of
right?
Team World or whatever you call it.
Team
Abraham Answer,
huge. Even who else?
Mark Leash. If it's Mark Leishman, that's going to be another big.
If Matsuyama ends up going, he's a huge name for the President's Cup.
Yeah.
So
gutted.
Lots to unpack as we come up on team events. But they're kicking out their captain, Henrik Stenson. Like the Europeans take that shit seriously. Captaining the Ryder Cup team, they take it way more serious than we do. Yeah, we just rip up Zach Johnson and every year.
Do you think it matters so much to like the Scandinavian guys, like Stenson? I don't know. I feel like it maybe means more to like English, Spanish, like those type of guys for some reason. The English, Scottish, the Irish, those kind of guys that are maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm
the Rorys and the Sergios and the Poulters. Isn't it funny how I love America because we're like, all right, 1 year we're going to play all the European countries, and they're not. The Europeans are super loyal to their country, not to their continent. And then all right, and then the other year we're just going to play everybody else. So you're going to have an Australian playing with a Japanese guy and a guy from Mexico playing with a South African. There's no, Canada. What allegiance to that? What what banner are you going under?
The banner
like,
of
every year we're gonna play.
the banner of let's take down America.
Yeah, America.
Now-
That's the most American thing ever is that we play every year, but the other ones have to wait. They have to alternate.
That's pretty American. That's totally outrageously
It's
American.
like such an American douchebag.
It is. It's so stereotypical American guy.
Oh, I love it. You know what else I love? I've already talked about rangefinders. We haven't talked about this in a while, but I just got me another pack on the way, and that is Liquid IV. Guys, it has been so daggum hot, especially down south where we are this summer. I mean, it's absolutely sweltering. I mean, you're talking 100 plus heat index like every single day. And at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, it is absolutely unbearable. If you're on the golf course, you got to hydrate or you're going to be in trouble, especially if you're pounding beers. By about once you hit the turn. Once you hit the turn at 2 o'clock and it's you got 103 index just bearing down on you and you're parched because you're totally dehydrated. You need to drop a packet of Liquid IV in a water, pound of water, get back in. What's the technology? Cellular Transport Technology. I mean, this is breaking.
Come on, man.
This is breaking science. I mean, this is new science right now. We got cellular transport technology going on, just chock full of electrolytes. Get you back in the saddle. Get you on a little 3-par streak on the back nine. I mean, let's go. Get you some Liquid IV. Get you the subscription. Get it coming every month, so you don't have to remember to go check out. Nate, go ahead.
Liquid IV washes down a good old glizzy real nice at the turn. Let me go ahead and tell you.
There's nothing better. Because a hot dog will dry you out too. A hot dog with a little mustard and a bun will dry your ass out.
Yep. I'll tell you what, even if you've been hydrating all day, it will just suck the liquid out of you. But that cellular transport technology will negate any glizzy-related dehydration.
Totally. When you feel bloated with that once that glizzy slides down, go ahead and pound you a Liquid IV, a little pina colada, and then it just goes away. And then you go out and swing freely and you're hydrated. And your pee goes from amber to clear really quick. So Liquid IV, use coupon code DADBOD Golf Pod. Listen to what you save. 25% off and free shipping. 25% off and free shipping. Like this is no joke. This is no joke. So check them out. Tons of flavors, tons of products. Liquid IV, Wear, Cellular Transport Technology. Or all right, just continuing on LIV Tour. Last couple of things. David Feherty leaves NBC to join LIV Tour as a commentator. I think that could be bigger, almost as big as any player that's announced so far. I mean, maybe that would to me would almost rival like Cam Smith announcing this week. I think it's way bigger than it's being played off to be. You agree, disagree? What do you think?
I think we had the players we've like accomplished, right? We've gotten some big names. We've got that ball rolling. It seems as if every single day we hear of another big name, but now we've got to put those other pieces into place. I mean, David Feherty, besides Brandel Chambly, probably one of the most recognizable names in golf media.
Easily.
He wrote the last article of Golf Digest for years. At the very last page of Golf Digest was a David Feherty article for, I don't know, ever since I've been reading Golf Digest. And then he got his own show where he's interviewed all these guys and just all this notoriety. So huge credibility boost. Donald Trump and David Feherty in the same week. What else do you want?
From the entertainment factor, I mean, he's hilarious. He makes commentating golf like entertaining, because it could be, I mean, let's just be honest, it has to get kind of boring trying to give you play-by-play what's going on. He's funny. Him and Gary McCord were absolutely electric together. I wouldn't be surprised if those two aren't back together, which if that happens, sign me up. Where's the subscription? I'm in. I think it's huge. I think
is Faldo going to retire and then slide over to LIV?
What if that happened? Holy cow! I haven't even thought about the timing.
I know. Let me just
This is his last year.
My
and he
favorite,
talked about He did talk about. I've been traveling for 40 weeks a year for X amount of years. What if he only wanted to do it 8 more times a year?
And dude, imagine Faldo with no reins. Faldo on HBO commentating. You know, my favorite. Speaking of David Feherty, my favorite David Feherty commentating. He's got great moments on his shows and stuff. So Dustin Johnson is at the 2010 PGA Championship. Puts out on 18. They come up to him like, "Hey, you may have grounded your club in this bunker. Yada yada yada." They're trying to figure it out. It's wild. I mean, it's crazy. And Feherty goes back to where he hit the shot from, and like, "Yeah, we're going live back to David Feherty." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm standing in this area. And it looks more like a manger than a bunker."
A manger.
It looks like a baby's manger where Jesus Christ was born.
My favorite line was they were talking about Aaron Badley, and he asked if his middle name was Dresses. Aaron Dresses Badley. Oh man, he's gonna be great. And then the big rumor, holy cow! And
yeah, our boy.
I don't even think this was a rumor. I think they legitimately are in discussion.
Yeah,
Chuck Barkley. Let's go, Charles Barkley. Wow. And he could do it pretty easily because the way the schedule works, I don't think it would go into the TNT primetime thing, basketball thing that he does. I think it would be pretty much close to over before basketball season starts. And let me tell you something, Chuck loves money. Hey, he's one of the most highly paid TV and not announcers, commentators that there is. There's no telling what kind. They'll probably throw another 20 or 30 million at him to do this easily to do something like this, maybe more. But Chuck and David Feherty together, holy cow.
That
talking about
entering a whole new era.
Oh yeah. That will make
step over Rich Lerner.
Yeah, I mean, I may start clamoring for, let's get rid of the shotgun. Let's just roll this puppy all day. Let's just have Chuck for 8 hours. I mean, you know what I mean? Let's just start at 8 a.m. and roll through the end of the day. 100% Chuck and Dave. Let's go.
Let's have Chuck and Dave do shotgun announcements. We've talked about the announcements before shotgun. Yeah. But hey, y'all got a key? I got a key.
There's a white circle around the pin. If the ball goes inside the white circle, it's automatically good. No questions asked.
Y'all. Hey, good.
Ain't no terrible playing allowed.
David, you a knucklehead. David Feherty. You a knucklehead.
Oh man, I can't even imagine those two guys together. That will be epic.
Let's go ahead and get Smiley Kaufman on course. I give him as much hell as anybody's ever given anybody, but let's get Smiley a little contract. Let's get him some money. He's got a kid on the way.
Old Smiley's growing on me. Old Smiley, had a couple of majors on the course. I watched it. It was pretty good. He's growing on me. He embraces it. And I like it. Old Smiley. Get Smiley on the course.
Smiley with a microphone. I'll take him over Smiley with a 7-iron any day.
It's going to be hard for him because I'm sure he doesn't want Jordan or JT to think bad about him though. So that would be tough. That would be tough for him to do. But then you know what? Take the money and tell him to suck it.
So what do they think of him right now, where he just hangs out at Shoal Creek and plays a little 2-2 with the
They love him.
Members. What am I trying to think of? The
member guest.
Yeah, the trust fund babies. Probably taking money off. That's probably how he pays the rent these days. Taking money off trust fund babies at Shoal Creek.
I bet he's got a look. I mean, didn't he have a win? I mean, that's got to be close to $1 million. Shriners.
That was 5 or 6 years ago.
Hey, you gotta protect it. I don't know. Maybe
you missed all those cuts. That costs money too.
It does. That costs a lot of money.
Excuse me. Smiley, love you, bro.
Smiley, go to the LIV Tour. Go to LIV Tour and either play or announce. That would be great. He should play.
Dude, if you can get a contract playing, shoot. Dude, Brooks Koepka's brother plays.
Pat Perez shot 80 the other day. Maybe you could beat him.
And made money.
And made $900,000. Yeah. Made $900,000.
You think you could break 80 on that course?
Which one?
The one that Pat Perez didn't break 80 on?
No,
Wherever they
Pumpkin
played
Ridge.
last time?
There's a lot of trouble at Pumpkin Ridge that I could get into.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Not much trouble at St. Andrews though. Last quick thing, and then we'll get out of here. Korn Ferry Tour event this weekend is chock full of friends of the show. You got to pay attention to it. You got Blaine, who just had a top 10 last week, jumped a ton of spots in the points. He's riding the momentum wave. Go in there. This is a big purse too. Go in there. Another top 10 finish. He could jump even further. You got Grayson Huff, who Monday qualified. Texas said he got in. Fired up. He wanted me to come caddy for him, but I was like, I'm too lame. I couldn't do it. So Nate, he needs a caddy. I don't know if you can. You said you said you'd quit your job for Eastlake. You might as well just go ahead and do it and go ride the bag this weekend for Grayson. Grayson Huff, Trace Crow, MJ, Boo Weekly. We teased that earlier. Tons of Dad Bod Golf Pod friends this weekend, so we'll definitely be paying attention to that one. Hope Kozan, make sure all of them do well. We'll be pulling for all of them. Nate, thanks for jumping on. Brought the heat again, like not all the way old times, but kind of old times, because obviously you came on after Ben Appendix tried to kill himself, but we really enjoyed it. Beautiful, so fired up about the Masters baby clothes that you showed us, that you unwrapped with us. So fired up about where this show is going, how much fun we have doing this, and LIV Golf and PGA golf and what happens in the future. Like, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. So stay tuned. We're going to do some major recaps on Friday. All like some of our favorite moments, all kind of stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. Nate's already put it together, and we're really going to have a good time with that. So check us out on Wednesday. Don't forget. We love you guys. Thanks for listening. This is episode 205, brought to you by Bet Online, the Dad Bod Golf Pod. Always.
We're talking.
We're twins.